This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Good evening and welcome to Week 7 of the 2016 high school football season. We are coming to you from Highclimbers Stadium on the campus of Shelton High School, where tonight it's the rescheduled homecoming game for the Shelton Highclimbers as they host the North Thurston Rams in the South Sound Conference. I'm Dedrick, Allan, along with Gerry. Tonight we feature the 2-4 Highclimbers taking on the 1-5 Rams in a game originally scheduled for Friday that was postponed by weather. Let's talk about the Highclimbers, who have had it a rough go so far this season, facing three of the top teams in the conference and one ranked team in their non-league schedule. Let's recap how Shelton got their 2-4 record, 1-3 in SSC play. First, the Climbers opened the season with a 49-7 win over North Mason. Then they headed to Seattle and lost 45-6 to second-ranked O'Day. They opened conference play with a 36-28 win in Yelm. Were shut out by then ranked 4th, now ranked 5th Peninsula, 42-0. Timberline ran past Shelton in their last home game, 33-14, and a week ago Friday on the road, the tide was too high in their 38-21 loss to Gig Harbor. However, there have been some positives. The Highclimbers' passing game has been clicking, with Tyler Giraldus completing about 50% of his passes, including 8 straight in their game in their last game. The rushing attack is starting to come around as Willie Ruiz is finding the holes created by the offensive line, and the defense is getting better at getting off the field. North Thurston has also had a tough season. After a 1-point overtime win over Auburn Riverside to open the season 28-27, the Rams have lost 5 straight. They fell to Bethel 27-7, were thumped by Central Kitsap 20-3, crushed by Capital 42-0, fell to Yelm 21-7, and only lost to Peninsula by 16 points, 23-7. Although the highlights are few for NT, they do have a decent quarterback in Clayton Christian and good receivers in Devin Santos, Gavin Millsap, and Devarius Farr. And the Rams kicker, Wesley Krall, he's done well in his limited opportunities. The questions for tonight: can Shelton build on what they accomplished in their last game, continue to run the ball and not rely so much on the passing game, overcome the distractions of homecoming and a postponed game, because you got to throw that in there, and have a successful homecoming? Or will North Thurston, who is playing better, be able to score some points, pull the upset, earn their first conference win, and spoil the Climbers' return home? That's what we're here to find out. Coming up, we talked with the Shelton coach Matt Hinkle, an interview I did last week. So you're going to hear some references to Friday, the game that didn't happen. Right. But you're going to hear from him and his thoughts. And it is Week 7 of the 2016 high school football season. A little bit late. The North Thurston Rams at the Shelton Highclimbers next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Tonight's game is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected, and Hillcrest Shell, offering affordable prices and friendly service.
Are you looking for an affordable TV service option?
Hood Canal Communications has good news.
Introducing HCC IPTV.
Get local Seattle TV at an affordable price, without lengthy contracts or hidden fees.
IPTV uses your broadband connection from HCC.
For a limited time, get your first 3 months for free.
Need broadband? HCC has got you covered. Ask about broadband options in your area. Call 898-2481 today.
Learn more at hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Hood Canal Communications Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, the Shelton Mason County Journal, and the Shelton Mason County Chamber of Commerce present a General Election Candidates Forum live from Olympic Middle School in Shelton on Tuesday, October 18th. Here are the candidates running for Mason County Commissioner Districts 1 and 2, and the candidates running for 35th District State Representatives Position 1 and 2 tackle the issues beginning at 6 o'clock. Moderated by Dedrick Peterson, it's a General Election Candidates Forum, 6 p.m. Tuesday, October 18th, live on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it.
I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were like looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Hillcrest Shell is now open. Conveniently located on Highway 3 at the corner of Olympic Highway South and Cascade Avenue in Shelton. Hillcrest Shell offers quality gasoline at affordable prices, and you can use your Fred Meyer or QFC rewards points to save even more at the pump. Free coffee to help with your morning commute, a variety of snacks and other goodies to help you get through the day, and friendly service as Eric is back in town. Hillcrest Shell on Highway 3 at the corner of Olympic Highway South and Cascade Avenue in Shelton. Week 7 of the high school football season is homecoming for the Shelton Highclimbers as they return to Highclimber Stadium to face the North Thurston Rams. On the phone with me is Matt Hinkle. He's the head man of the Shelton football team. And, Coach, before we get to North Thurston, let's talk about last week's game against Gig Harbor.
All right. I thought they had a quarterback that we didn't count for. I mean, he had some speed that we really we had a hard time matching up. He's a young guy too. He's a small sophomore, and he weighs about 150 pounds. But boy, he's as fast a kid as we've seen. And he ran their offense real well. They ran what's called a read option, where he has the decision to either hand off on a fly sweep motion, a guy running across the formation, or he can keep the ball and duck it up inside. And he did a good job. And we didn't tackle him and slow him down, and their offensive scheme kind of caused us problems. Offensively, I thought we played well. I thought Tyler Giraldez threw really well. There was a point where he had 8 completions in a row, and he finished up with 25 completions and about 250 yards passing. So we're excited about that. Marshall McCullough and Kyle Kimball and Evan Rhodes did great jobs catching the thing, and we just want to build on that, I guess.
From my standpoint, you did have more success than you have in the past with the running game.
Mm-hmm. It's still a work in process. We've got we're a little bit undersized at the guards. They're great kids, but they're Gable Lacey and Dylan Paul are very good football players. They're just a little bit light, and our tackles are inexperienced. And you couple that with the fact that we went many years having Isaiah Tato's and Ralph Kinney's and Kyle Burbridge's and Joe Espino's, real good running backs, real fast running backs, and the kids are hitting it up there this year. They're just not quite there. They don't have that gear, if that makes sense.
Well, it does to me. You also changed your game plan in the second half and went more to the pass. Was there a reason for that?
Well, just because we were having more success throwing the ball, and Tyler's a good field general. He understands the big picture as far as the soft spots in the defense. So we're hoping to capitalize on the strengths that we have, and they did a fairly good job. The kids did a fairly good job of that last week.
So let's put Gig Harbor behind us and look at North Thurston this week. Can you say that your schedule's getting a little bit easier?
Well, I hope so. That's the reason I laugh, because that's what we talk about. We're front end loaded, and we had the heavyweights up front. Having said that, in theory it does get easier, but North Thurston's getting better, and the games down the road we're not going to worry about right now, but they're teams that we stack up very well against. And I don't want to be a Pollyanna, but playoff situation is still bright as long as we take care of business. We have to win the next 3 games, and if we do that, coupled with the win early against Yelm, that puts us in the playoffs. But having said that, we need to take on a North Thurston team that played Peninsula better than we did it last week. So, there's concerns there. They're struggling, and they're certainly beatable, but we have to continue to improve and not take them for granted by any means.
Now, with this being homecoming week, does that cause a bigger distraction?
Well, there is. It's kind of a two-edged sword. There's distractions, but they're fun ones for the kids. They got to dance with the dance team, and they got the whole homecoming, the dance on Saturday and the dinner. So there's distractions there. But on the flip side of that, it also, I think, forces them, or hopefully forces them, to focus a little bit and want the game maybe just a little bit more, because it is homecoming, and they want to impress.
As always, you talk about, wait a minute, we'll get to that question in a minute. Your game plan for North Thurston, just do what you do?
Well, it's dependent upon. We would love to be balanced up offensively and kind of run the ball more effectively and throw the ball as effectively as the kids have. But we'll see how it goes and take what we can and go from there. And defensively, I would hope we're able to stretch the level of play where the kids are doing well to longer periods. I mean, if people saw the game last Friday, they saw stretches where the kids were really rallying up and making tackles, and then we would give that quarterback a little space, and he'd be off for 40 or 50 yards. So those are things we want to improve upon: defensive consistency and offensive diversity, if that makes sense. So continue to work in that direction.
Are there any specific challenges that North Thurston gives you?
The biggest challenge is just continuing to improve our play, and if we do that, then it's going to be it'll be a favorable outcome. But we have to come in and play 48 minutes of good football, and then North Thurston will take care of themselves, I'm hoping.
Now, my last question is always about injuries.
We look pretty good. Let me think. We had grade checks this week. We're kind of hoping a few kids get their grades up because obviously if they're not eligible to play, they can't play. So we're worried about that a little bit, but the kids seem to be working through the process of getting the grades taken care of. Athletics is a great leverage tool as far as forcing them to pay attention to what's important. So that's the biggest thing, Dedrick, is we're waiting, and I'm hoping to hear today, because if a kid doesn't know today, then we got to move the parade on and start somebody else. But they seem to be doing the stuff that'll get them eligible in the classroom, and that's what we're hoping.
Okay, Coach. Thanks for the time.
Thanks, Dedrick.
That's Shelton coach Matt Hinkle. His Highclimbers are hosting the Rams at homecoming next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
And we are back at Highclimbers Stadium. You heard the marching band do the national anthem. The colors presented by the Junior Navy ROTC. Is that right, Gerry?
That is correct. NJROTC.
Yeah, that's right. The Highclimbers, I believe from what I saw, won the toss, and so they deferred to the second half, as it is the practice of just about everybody in football.
I believe, yes, you are right.
So the Rams will be kicking off, or will be receiving the open kickoff, I'm sorry, as the Highclimbers will be kicking off. And I think we're going to see if my predictions are right, Gerry, the Rams have a pretty decent kicker as well as Shelton. But we'll see how this goes. I mean, the Rams are probably raring for a victory. They've been shut out for 5 straight. Yeah.
Now, the other note I want to make is, ladies and gentlemen, there is a game this Friday.
Right.
And next week, of course, we'll be playing at home against Capital, which I believe is our last home game.
Yes, it is. But we'll focus on this game, Monday Night Football. We're going up against the big guys tonight, Gerry.
I know it. Yeah.
So Cody Bragg is going to tee it up at the 40. Going to kick it off and sit deep. Let's see here. We have a number 5. That's Rush Schurer. And it looks like a number 10. And that would be Darius Farr. Back about the 5-yard line. Is that a 10 or a 15? There, I can't see. All I can see is a 1 back there.
It looks like they're about the 7-yard line.
Well, I'm talking about the number on the jersey.
I don't know.
He's kind of blocking our view. Anyways, let's get this thing underway. Gerry?
All right. So we kick it off from the 40.
So Cody Bragg has got it teed up. Let's see if he kicks it deep or he does a squib kick, or he's been doing them, mixing them up a little bit. This one's going to be deep. It's going to drive. Oh, it's going to roll out of bounds about the 5-yard line. And actually the man back there was Rudy Adams, who let it go out of bounds. So 25 yards from that spot, or you re-kick it. That's the rule. So then they're going to take it at the 25-yard. So put it up about the 30, 32, I'm thinking. No. Nope, 35. So 35 is where the Rams will start out.
Ball went out at the 5 and at 30.
So out of the gun, and this is a handoff to Kirk. Kirk getting around the outside. Gets up to the 40. Just runs out of bounds. Crossing the 40, 42-yard line, I think. Yeah, Zion on the carry, number 21. Gerry, give him, it looks like 7.
Yeah, 6 or 7, yep.
And it's like 2nd and 3 coming for North Thurston. Opening drive of this ball game, homecoming game. Christian will go out of the shotgun with max protection. A man in motion across the formation. It's a handoff. This time it goes to Shearer. Shearer's into the secondary, and he is on the run up the sidelines. Ankle tackle up around the 25. I think that's Kyle Kimball. Yeah, Kyle Kimball on the tackle. Touchdown saving tackle there. Because as number 5, Ross Shearer, was zipping up the sidelines, getting to the outside. The pursuit's not there tonight so far for the Highclimbers. They're going to mark it at the 32.
So we're looking at a 26-yard run.
26-yard run. We're on the same page there.
And the first down for North Thurston, their first one.
So again, the man in motion from the far side of the formation. Handoff. Actually, it's not a handoff. It's a keeper. And it's going to be Clayton working his way around the far sidelines to the 20. That should be enough for the first down.
Yes, it is. That's their second first down and a rush of 13 yards. So far, they've ran the ball in all 3 plays, and each time pretty successful.
And what we say, if you're going around that far side, going around the left side. Now it looks like they're going to switch the formation to this side with 2 receivers on this near side. Man in motion again. And out of the shotgun. This time's a handoff. This time to number 43. That is, I don't have a 43. I thought it was 45. Clarence Thomas on the carry. Maybe I'm wrong there.
Up through the center for the Rams. Trenton Hughes.
Oh, it was Rudy Adams on the carry. Sorry, Gerry.
And his number was?
It's 13.
Okay.
No gain on that.
40-yard gain, so it's still 2nd and 10 for North Thurston from just inside the 20-yard line.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the Highclimber 20. Getting out of the gun goes Christian. Man in motion again. This from the near side to the far side. A little handoff. Helps an option keeper. This one's a kick out. And that's a Shearer on the run. He's still working, trying to find that, working on that left side, Gerry. Got maybe a yard or two.
Yeah, let's give him 2 yards.
Yeah. So 3rd down and 8 coming for the Rams on their opening drive of this ball game. Varsity football on a Monday night, you don't see that very often.
Nope.
Same formation. Millstrap is the man in motion across the formation. Handoff, option again. The pitch goes to Shearer. Shearer working that left side. Ooh, and spun out of bounds and almost ripping the ball away is Cody Hall for Shelton. Just stopped short of the 1st down, about the 11-yard line. Cody was going for the strip, Gerry.
Yeah. Let's give him on that play.
Gonna go 4th and 3. They're going to spot the ball officially at the 12. So 6 yards on that carry.
His 3rd carry, 6-yard gain.
Getting out of the shotgun with 2 receivers on the near side, 1 to the far side. We have a whistle and a flag. I'm not sure what this is going to be. Looks like it might be somebody from the Highclimbers jumped. I didn't see anything, Gerry. Did you?
I did not. But
let's see what the guy in the white hat is going to tell us.
So the first penalty for the Highclimbers.
Encroachment on the Highclimbers. That gives the Rams a 1st and goal. And they'll put it inside, looks like about the 7-yard line.
And that's the 3rd 1st down for North Thurston.
The man comes out of the backfield. And a little handoff going this way this time. Trying to get around the edge is Shearer. Shearer, is he going to get into the end zone? He does!
And a 6-yard touchdown run by number 5, Shearer.
So that puts the Rams up first, on the board first.
Around the right end for that 6 yards, and it is a touchdown, put 6 on the board for the Rams.
Let me get the setup for the point after coming here, and then I'll get the score on the board, on our scoreboard.
And we had we started at the 42, and we had 6 plays. So 6 plays on 58 yards.
We have a flag before this extra point can be done. So Krall is the kicker. The holder is is Gavin Millsap, and they're going to say a false start on the Rams. So that makes this extra point extra long.
And that's the first penalty on the Rams.
For this field goal attempt.
Or point after attempt.
So let's see if the Rams can still convert on a, well, it's going to be a 25-yard extra point attempt. Snap, spot, and a kick. It's up. It's long enough. Is it on target? It is. So 7-0. The Rams lead early. 10:01 to go in the first. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Rams take a 7-0 lead.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
And we're back. 10:01 to go in the first quarter. The North Thurston Rams strike first. 7-0 lead. Go ahead, Gerry.
Interesting thing about that, the Rams had pretty good field position to start with. They were on the 35-yard line when Shelton kicked the ball out of bounds at the 5. So that was in itself a good start. And you mentioned that North Thurston likes to pass. Well,
we didn't see any passes.
Didn't see any passes yet,
well,
but I'm sure we will.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. But then again, I don't know if they've been in this position where they're on top early.
Right.
So they've always had to play from behind.
Exactly.
So you got Kyle Kimball back about his 5 to receive this kick. The up man, it's Osman, and it looks like it's John Paul Lester, I believe. The ball is high, end over end, that Kimball will take at the 15. Straight up the middle. He's got a blocker in front of him, and he's still on his feet, powering his way across midfield. Highclimbers with a good, that's Kyle Kimball straight up power running, straight up the middle. And he returned it, from the 15 to the 48. So that's a good return.
Yeah, 37-yard return by Kyle Kimball.
So Shelton's first possession starts in Ram territory on the 48-yard line. I formation offset to this near side. 2 receivers on the near side. Geraldus is under center. He will toss it over, and it's a reverse to Kimball. Kimball's going to pass. Nope, he's going to tuck it down and run. He was looking to pass, and he's up short of the 40. Little razzle-dazzle there, Gerry, to start the game.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was going to pass. But
no, I didn't think so either.
But I think they had Geraldus out there.
So let's give him 6 yards on that.
To the 42-yard line. Yeah, 6 yards. So second down and 4 coming for the Highclimbers.
I think that's the first time I've seen Kyle run the ball this season.
And a little handoff in the middle, and I believe that's Willie Ruiz on the carry. Got to the 40 if it is. No, it's Isaiah Thomas, or Isaiah Stewart, excuse me, to the 40. Give him 2 yards. And that will be a 3rd and 2. Going to be a long 2, short 3, Gerry.
Right, that is correct.
So offset I this time. It's going to go to offset to the near side. Here Osman, and it looks like Ruiz, and then Osman will ship to the far side. Hand off to Ruiz. He'll stutter step, get hit at the pile at the 40. Stacked up, he might have got a yield. Maybe a yard and a half.
Yeah, he's short of the first down.
39 is where
Let's give him a gain of 2.
Okay, well, very close, 4th and 1 or less coming for Shelton.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I think we're at 4th down territory here.
Yeah,
I'm
4
sure.
downs definitely. This close. Ruiz will go out. Looks like Stewart is in the end of the eye behind Osman. 2 receivers far side, 1 to the near side. The near receiver is Skylar Ross, and Geraldus will keep it. I think he got enough for the first down.
Oh, yeah, he definitely did.
Not a favorable spot. I thought he had more of a surge there, but he did get the first down. And I call it the 37, I'm thinking. At the 37-yard line, give him 2 on that.
And that's the first down for the Highclimbers this game. Well, this is our first possession, too. So.
Offset I will go to Highclimbers. Offset with Osman to the left side. Hand off to Ruiz. Ruiz got a hold, then it closes.
Oh,
he's on his feet.
Off.
Yeah, he's still on his feet, trying to go sideways to find some space, and he gets up to about the 32, it looks like. Give him 5 on that one, Gerry.
Nice effort by Ruiz.
5 yards, 5 to 6, it'll make it
by
2nd and 5.
Wiley Ruiz.
Yeah.
Good effort.
Getting the I formation. This time Stewart's at the tail of the I. 2 receivers far side, 1 to the near side. Skylar Ross, the near receiver. It goes Tony and McCullough. Hand off to Stewart. Stewart holds the ball with 2 hands and falls forward to the 30. Give him a couple of yards there. Brings up 3rd down and about 3.
That was Isaiah Stewart over the middle.
It's interesting. Stewart had both hands on that ball.
Yeah.
He didn't want to get that ripped away from him. I think maybe the Rams are doing that down there. It's hard to see. trying to rip that ball out. I know that's
Plus
what the Highclimbers.
the ball's a little bit wet too, you know, and it's a good idea to carry it with both hands when you're going up through the middle there.
That I formation again, Geraldus under center. Little dump off pass goes to Kimball. Kimball just caught it, and then he stopped right after he caught it. That'll bring up 4th down. I think he got a yard on that one, Gerry, to the 29.
That's the first passing attempt by the Highclimbers. Good for a yard out into the flat.
And that works well, kind of a bubble or wide receiver screen. Give him a yard on that, and it's 4th and about 3 for Shelton. Geraldus will stay under center, has 2 receivers on the near side. That's McCullough and Kimball. Kimball's in the slot. Ruiz is offset I at the top of the I, and Kimball jumped and drew somebody off, and then we have flags going. I don't think they saw the flinch by Kimball. Let's see what the referee says. If it's on North Thurston, it's first down, but it's not. Doesn't look like it. Well, I could be wrong. It is on North Thurston.
So a costly penalty for North Thurston, and that's their second penalty of the game. Yeah, that gives the Highclimbers another first down, their second of the game.
So 5 yards up, goes to the 34. So 1st and 10 for Shelton at the North Thurston 34. Geraldus goes under center, has a receiver on each side. Kimball's far side, McCullough near side. Offset I, Stewart, handoff to Stewart, trying to get around the edge. Caught from behind, nice tackle, and I believe it's 54 for North Thurston. That's Ryan Bergman on the tackle.
Gain of 1. Okay, gain of 1 on that by Stewart.
That's what it looks like on that.
Yeah, definitely at 1 yard.
So 2nd down and 9. Spot that ball still, it's about the 34. Two receivers on the near side. It's Skylar Ross, the far receiver in the slot is Kimball. Offset I, Osmond's to the left side. Handoff, nope, little play action to Geraldus. Geraldus going to go deep. Got a guy there. Ooh, off the fingertips of Skylar Ross in the end zone, incomplete. Good shot, though.
Yep, nice pass. Close.
So brings up 3rd and 9. For Shelton.
So that was the second pass of the ball game and incomplete.
Stops the clock under 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 North Thurston. Shelton with their first possession, trying to answer on the Rams' opening drive.
And I think we got another passing situation here.
Skylar Ross into the lineup. Kimball McCullough will come near side. Receiver the far side, that is Evan Rhodes. Shotgun with Ruiz to Geraldus' left. Snap back, short drop, he's going to throw. Same place as last time, overthrew Marshall McCullough, incomplete. That's 4th down. They feel that it's there, at least that's what I'm thinking. They feel that that matchup, whatever matchup it is, going down the slot or going down the edge, they feel it's there. But Bragg is going to come on to attempt a field goal.
Okay.
Looks like it's going to be about, well, it depends on where they spot it.
Well, they're spotting it on the 24, so it makes it a 34-yard field goal attempt.
Actually, that's where the ball is snapped. It's where Skylar Ross places it down.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to be,
Ooh,
it looks like the 32, so you add 10 yards. So 42-yard attempt for Cody Bragg. Question is that in his range? I don't know. So we're waiting for the referees to let him snap the ball. Skylar Ross is the holder. Kicker is Cody Bragg. 42-yard attempt, snap, spot, and the kick is long enough. Is it on target? It is! 3 points for Cody Bragg, 42-yard field goal. The Highclimbers are on the board. We will be right back. 7-3, Shelton answers. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Anything can happen on Thursday. America was born on a Thursday. So was Odell Beckham Jr. and that Pac-Man guy. Oh, and this happened. Anything can happen on Thursday. Thursday Night Football, Thursday at 5 on NFL Network.
42-yard field goal by Cody Bragg puts the Shelton Highclimbers on the board with 4:45 to go in the first quarter. And Bragg will have it teed up at the 40 to kick it back to the Rams. So let's see what the Highclimbers can dish up here on the kickoff. So what do we have deep? We have Shearer. And it's going to be Rudy Adams. Short, high kick is taken about the 33. And then that's about all the further he's going to get.
He was tackled by number 7.
Yeah, it looks like Zion Kirk is the guy who grabbed it out of the air. And
Taylor Tody on the tackle. No gain on that one.
So it's going to be a 1st and 10 for North Thurston on their own 33-yard line. So out of the gun will go Christian. Man in motion. Handoff. No, it's not a handoff. It's a pitch again. That pitch, that option pitch, get around the outside of Shearer. Shearer gets up to the 40, across the 40. Now it depends on where they're going to spot him. It looks like one's going to be shy of the 40.
Cody Hall on the tackle.
And they're going to place it just shy of the 40. They call it the 39, a 6-yard gain, 2nd down and 4. So out of the gun it goes. Handoff this time to Kirk. Kirk trying the left side.
That's Zion Kirk with the carry, gain of a couple. Nick Woosner led the charge there for the Highclimbers for the tackle.
So 3rd and 2.
Sorry about that. I'm trying to deal with some technical issues. So 3rd down and 2 coming from the 43. And this time Kirk will get the handoff up the middle. And the Highclimbers swarm him and pull him down. That's a host of Highclimbers right there. Led by Trenton Osmond. It's like Taylor Toney in there. And who else is in there? Gage Peterson is also in there. But it
3
looks like
yards and another first down. Yes,
yeah.
enough for a first down. 4th first down of the game, Dedrick. And they have ran the ball each time.
Okay. Gotta fix some issues here. So out of the shotgun. Christian will keep it on that little option, and he's tripped up near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, no gain.
That was Clayton Christian, the quarterback with the keeper.
Very little gain, 2nd down. Give him about 1.
Oh, okay.
We'll call it 2nd and 9 from the 45. Clock is running, 3:19 to go here in the first quarter. 7-3, North Thurston with the lead and the ball. Rams are in the white with the purple pants. Highclimbers in the all black, the white numbers. Out of the shotgun, this is the 2nd handoff. This time, I think that's Shearer. Piled up at the line of scrimmage. Short gain there, if anything. And then Highclimbers are starting to figure this one out.
Shearer was met by a whole host of Highclimbers there for
Looks
no
like
gain, for a 3rd down and 9 yards.
Eli Mahoney, one of the big men in the middle.
45.5 yards.
Just across the 45. 3rd down and 9 now. Rams are taking their time. They've got an early lead, something they may not be used to. Christian has 2 guys beside him. Man comes out of the formation, that's Kirk.
Passing situation.
And a little handoff this time goes to the man on the sweep, the Shearer. Ross Shearer comes up short, across the 50 though. That'll bring up 4th down and short.
That was Shearer around the right side with a great play by Kyle Kimball.
Make it to 49, so that's a 6-yard gain.
Kyle Kimball on the tackle. It looked like a gain of about 6 on the play.
Yes. 4th and 4, and it looks like the Rams are going to punt it away.
Yep. And this will be their first punt attempt.
Now let's see here. Looks like Devin Santos is doing the punting here. There's the snap, little off. It's a high spiraling kick that fair catch will be called for at the 15-yard line by Kyle Kimball.
And almost blocked it.
Shelton will take over on their own 15, 1st and 10. With a minute 22 to go here in the first quarter, 7-3.
34-yard punt, and it was high and good coverage.
So will the Highclimbers come out and still run the ball? Or are they going to go to the air again? Kimball will go wide to the far side. Ross will go wide to the near side. Shotgun for Giraldus. It's got like Peterson and Willie Ruiz, who gets the handoff, trying around the right side. There's a flag on the play.
Yep.
After a short gain.
That's Willie Ruiz with the carry. Tackle made by Ryan Bergman for the Rams.
Actually, it's Trenton Osmond on the other back there. And the flag is going to be, it looks like it's probably likely a hold on the Highclimbers. Now Highclimbers are marching backwards.
And that's the 3rd penalty on the, let's see. No, yep. 2nd penalty on the Highclimbers.
Yeah, as a hold. So that'll bring up a 1st down, and where are they going to spot the ball? Inside the 10.
Probably about,
yeah, the 8 is what it looks like.
About a 17 yards. 2nd and 17.
On the run coming at us. I didn't see that. Was that Trenton Osmond on the carry?
Yes, it was Trenton Osmond. And he gained about
like 3.
2 yards, yeah, 2 or 3 yards on that one, Dedrick.
Up to the 11-yard line, 2nd down and 14. Out of the gun, will go Giraldus. He has 2 receivers on the numbers on the near side. 2 on the far side. Back pass goes Tyler. Tyler looking to the far side. He's going to throw it over. Throw his intended target, which is Marshall McCullough. And that'll bring up 3rd down. 36 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And then we have a official timeout, is we do have a flag on the play. I didn't see it. It's right there on the line of scrimmage. What is the call, Mr. Referee? Offsides on the Rams.
Offsides against the Rams and move the ball forward 5 yards.
So that's a break for the Highclimbers.
Yes, that's a 3rd penalty and they've had 15 yards in penalties.
To bring the ball up to about the 14-yard line, or the 16-yard line, excuse me. And it'll be 2nd and 9 for Shelton. Shotgun again, little dump over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kyle Kimball looked like he was the man that was meant for. And Giraldus is trying to dump it off in a screen in the middle, which you don't see very often.
No, you don't. Matter of fact, that's one of the first screen passes I've seen in a long time watching Highclimber football.
So 3rd and 9, or 3rd and 9, yes, from the 16-yard line for Shelton. They're on their own 16-yard line, and out of the gun will go Giraldus. It's like Cody Hall is the guy beside him. No, it's Stewart. Dump it off and picked off. Oh, boy. Trying to hit Kyle Kimball, and he thought Kyle was cutting in. Kyle cut out, and it's an interception.
And Kyle Kimball did make the tackle.
So let's see, Watson was the guy who stepped into that passing lane and has created a turnover. So North Thurston's in excellent field position on the Highclimbers 21. 18 seconds to go here in the first quarter. So Christian will go out of the shotgun. He's got one guy beside him. It looks like it's Kirk. Two receivers on both sides. Kirk will move out of the backfield into the slot position. On the far side, man in motion. Little tip pass there, and that is Shearer. Shearer took a shot by Kimball, and Kimball kind of slowed him down, and Skylar Ross is the guy who pulled him down after a couple of yards to the 18. That's 3 yards.
Skylar Ross on the tackle, and we have a gain of about 4 on that play. 3, okay. Gain of 3 on that play.
Maybe I'm stingy, but I call it 3.
Okay.
And that's the end of the first quarter. So we'll head to the second quarter. North Thurston has the ball, trying to capitalize. We will be right back with the second quarter. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
And move over. When you see lights,
Vests. Or reflectors.
please give us some room. Slow down and move over. When you need us,
We've got your back.
do you have ours?
You got our back?
You got ours? You got our back? Please, slow down.
And move over.
Waiting for the start of the second quarter. 7-3 is our score. North Thurston has a lead, and they'll have the ball to start the second quarter. And they have a second down and about 4.
Yeah, second down and about 6 or 7, looks like.
Yeah, you're right. The 3-yard gain is actually second and 7.
Okay.
That's what we have. There we go. Yeah, I'm looking at something different on the official scoreboard, something different on the field, something different that we're thinking, and whatever. Okay, here we go.
Usually you correct me, but I had to correct you on this.
That's fine. I'll give you that one.
Okay, good.
Shotgun again for Christian. He's got 2 backs behind him. And this will go to the first up back. Different formation. That's
21.
Kirk. Kirk on the carry, dragging a couple of guys there. 3 of them. Eli Mahoney and
number 7.
Yeah, that's Taylor Toney, and who is 52? I think it's Payment. Dylan Paul, excuse me. Pulled him down, and that's a third down inside the 15 to the 14. So 4-yard gain there. Third and a couple for North Thurston. Again out of the gun. Man in motion from the formation on the far side. Handoff this time is at Shearer. And I think the Highclimbers are going to stop him after maybe a yard gain. That'll bring up 4th down. And the guy at the bottom of the pile for the Highclimbers, still waiting for a first man, Kyle Kimball.
Yeah.
First guy on the attack, and then the rest of the team followed his suit. That brings up 4th down, though. Give him 1 to the 13. The field conditions out there, you can see them. They're starting to get a little mushy.
Yes.
As long as the rain holds off, I think we'll be okay with field conditions. But
and be able to read the numbers.
Yeah, we'll do our best. Shotgun again on the 4th down. Man in motion from the near side to the far side. Christian long on the count. And then he'll call a timeout.
And I believe that is the first timeout of the game.
Yes, it is.
And that will be assessed to North Thurston.
Yes. So we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. 10:24 to go in the second. 7-3. North Thurston has the lead and the ball. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
In my grocery store, you never know what's around the corner. It's not just about the groceries, it's about the game. And there's always a twist. Sorry, this one's called 5 items or less.
Stop working! Woo! All new, Sunday night at 8, Guys Grocery Games on Food Network.
And we're back. 4th down for the Rams. I think what the Rams are doing is trying to do the hard count to get the Highclimbers to jump. It didn't work, and so I expect them to try and kick a field goal here. They're taking their time as they called the timeout. That's my prediction, Jerry. But it's a 4th down in a couple of yards.
Well, let's see if we got any different numbers in there. And it doesn't look like we do. It looks like they're going to go for it.
They're going to go for it because Christian's coming out. He's got Kirk and Shearer. The backs beside him out of the gun. 2 receivers on the near side. 1 far on the numbers on the far side. Man in motion again. Same formation. He'll step the slot back on the rollout, trying to cut it up. There goes Christian. Christian got the first down inside the 10, though, on a 4th down play.
And that's good for another North Thurston first down. That's their 5th.
So that's going to be spotted at the 9-yard line, 1st and goal. For the Rams, they do lead by 4.
Gain of 4 on that.
Now split a guy way outside here. Skylar Ross will come get him. Man in motion again from the far side. Settles in, handoff this time to Kirk. Kirk up the middle. Hits the wall. That's the Highclimbers after a couple yards gain. And it brings up 2nd and goal. Looks like it's at the 7. Give him 2 on that one, Jerry.
Yeah, let's see where they spot it.
Looks like this referee's out the 7.
Yep, you're correct.
The clock is running with under 9:40 to go here in the half. It is homecoming, so we'll have a special presentation at halftime.
Gain of 2 on that play. 2nd and goal.
From the 7. Out of the gun will go Christian. Man in motion again. Near side to the far side. Pulls it down, and they'll pitch it this time to Shearer. Shearer cuts it up. He's going to get into the end zone. He's just short. Caught short and loses the ball, but they're going to say he's down.
Yeah, his knee hit the ground before the ball came out.
Yeah, and he didn't stretch it out, so they're going to put it down to inside the 1, and it looks like it was Dylan Paul in the tackle.
So it looks like about a 6-yard gain.
Yep. So it brings up 3rd and goal from inside the 1. .8:45 and counting on the quarter clock. You think they're going to try and stretch the edges, Jerry? It's hard to say.
I would say they're going to try to run it up the middle.
Man in motion yet again, this time near side to the far side. Handoff goes to Shearer. Shearer swallowed under. Kyle Kimball stopped him with a loss of 1 on the play. Maybe even 2, depending if that's I think it's a 3 or that's a 3 where they're going to spot the ball. So loss of 2 on that.
Yeah, at least, a loss of 2.
3rd and goal now from the 3-yard line. Or it's 4th and goal, excuse me, from the 3-yard line. And a timeout by the referees as we have a high climber not getting off the turf. He's just sitting there. Looks like Gage Peterson. We're going to bring the team in, and the training staff's out there. as they attend to Peterson. We'll take a short timeout. 7:51 to go here in the half. 7-3 North Thurston, and the Rams are knocking on the door.
Do you think he's on his way? He doesn't even know that we're here. Is he okay? Please tell me he's okay.
Laura.
Okay, try to call him again.
There's no signal.
Try!
Nothing's working.
Well, just
Everything's down.
This is so bad. He's out there by himself.
Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ready.gov.
It's Gage Peterson.
Gage Peterson did walk off the field under his own power, kind of hobbling, but we'll see if he does return. 4th and goal from the 3 for North Thurston. Highclimbers have been able to stop them the last 2 attempts, and this, we'll see what they'll draw up here. Long snap, handoff to Kirk. Kirk will just walk into the end zone for the touchdown. So the Rams extend their lead. Now it's 13-3.
Coming up next is the extra point by Wesley Krall for the Rams.
Krall will be on to kick the point after. The holder is Gavin Millsap. Snap a little low, but handled well. The kick is up, and it looks pretty good. It does. Make it 14-3. 7:38 to go here in the half. We'll take another timeout. We'll be right back for the kickoff. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This may not look like your average trucker, and this, your average truck. Deep down, we're truck guys just like you. We know our way around a toolbox. We're not afraid to mix it up, because winning is our passion. The NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, all season long on FS1.
$7:38 to go in the half. North Thurston up 14-3. Looking for their first conference win, the first win since opening week for the Rams. The Highclimbers got to get something going here. We'll see if they get another good run back by Kyle Kimball, who's the guy back about his 10-yard line. We've got Gage Peterson's back. Looks he's stalking right around the 20 in the near sideline or near side. Isaiah Stewart's the other back there, and Trenton Osmond is kind of forming a diamond between the 10 and the 30. So Krall has it teed up at the 40 to kick it back to the Highclimbers. The run up, it's a low swiveling kick that Gage Peterson will try to field. He had to fall on it at the 20, thought about picking it up, but couldn't. So Shelton will start on their own 20. So with just a little bit over 7.5 minutes to go here in the half, the Highclimbers.
Yeah, about a 30-yard kickoff.
Well, get the ball on their own 20, see if they can produce here.
I think you're going to start seeing Shelton mix it up more and go into the passing game.
And Tyler Geraldus is in the shotgun. He's got a receiver on each side. He's going to fake the handoff and dump it off in the middle. Complete. And that looks like it's Marshall McCullough. Yes, it is. He's up across the 30, first down to the 32. 12 yards on that.
So that's the third first down and the second completed pass and the longest pass of the game, which is 12 yards.
Now, Marshall McCullough was a little quiet against Gig Harbor. Kind of a little bit quiet. Might be because the defense for North Thurston knows that, and they know about Kimball and Tony. And the handoff this time goes to Willie Ruiz, who's going to power straight up the middle. Gets just shy of the 40 to 39. 7-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And that can really open up. Now they could open up that, running game a little bit better. Because that was only the second completed pass by Shelton, third pass of the game. So we're going to see them mix it up, I hope.
Gage Peterson is at the end of the I. Out of the I, and Peterson gets the handoff, and he's going to go to the 50. He's still on his feet into Ram territory inside the 45 to about the 43. Peterson injury might have done him some good there, Gerry.
Yes.
To the 43-yard line.
Gain of about 15.
Let's see here. 18, excuse me.
Longest run of the game, 18 yards.
1st and 10 for the Highclimbers on the Ram 43. Handoff to Ruiz. Ruiz stopped short of the 40, the 41. Give him a couple yards on that.
So a 3-yard gain.
So the 40.
I think you're going to see a passing situation here. We'll see what happens.
So 2nd and I'm going to call it 8 from the 41. Straightaway I. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Hand off to Ruiz. Trying to find that hole straight up the middle. Get a couple of yards there to about the 37. Give him 4 on that. And it's 3rd down and about 4.
And we're definitely in 4-down territory, and I would assume that they're going to run it on these next 2 plays or next play.
Well, when your kicker can hit a 42-yard field goal, under center goes Giraldus with a receiver on one side, 2 on the far side. That I formation, and it's going to be a dump off to Kimball. Kimball juking and driving and getting the 1st down. Gets up near the 25 before he's pulled back. There is a flag on the play. Going to throw the ball or the flag up to about the 27, 28-yard line. And I'm not sure where that might have been a hold on that on the Highclimbers.
There's a flag on the play.
If the play stands, that's a 1st down for sure.
Right.
And now the referee's going to be talking to the Highclimbers. And what do we have as a call? Oh, a pass interference on the defense.
Well, where the flag was thrown, I didn't think it was a hold, but yeah, that is the 3rd completed pass.
So they're going to tack on. It looks like 5 yards on that penalty, Gerry, and they'll put the ball at the 22 for the Highclimbers.
And that'll be the 5th 1st down for the Highclimbers, and that is the 2nd completed pass in a row, 3rd out of 8.
So Charles is going to go under center again with an I formation. Looks like a straightaway I formation. You got Osmond and looks like Ruiz. Hand off to Osmond. Osmond just powers his way inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. Second and 5 coming from the 17. Clock is running under 4 minutes, 50 seconds to go in half.
Nice game by Trent Osmond, 5 yards.
Out of the gun will go Giraldus. He has a receiver on each side and 2 backs in the backfield with him. Little play action throw to the near side. Marshall McCullough inside to the 5-yard line. Nice quick pass. Good fake by Giraldus. He had me looking the far side.
Yeah.
Pumped it to the far side, threw it in the middle.
Good for a 6th 1st down.
1st and goal for the Highclimbers inside the 5 to the 4.
And that was caught by who?
Marshall McCullough.
Okay.
B36.
So first and goal for the Highclimbers at the 4. It's that power formation. Handoff to Ruiz. Ruiz dancing. Gets short of the goal line, about the 1 or 2.
Good effort.
Yeah,
Good
great effort. He was hopping, looking for some kind of room there.
So a gain of 2.
Yep. So second and goal from the 2 for Shelton.
That sure opens up the running game when they're get their passes completed.
Going in that diamond formation with 3 backs behind Geraldus under center. He's going to roll out on it, keep it, step into the end zone. That's a touchdown.
Yep.
So Tyler Geraldus gets the Highclimbers their first touchdown of the ball game.
2-yard touchdown run by Tyler Geraldus.
So that gives him 9. Cody Bragg is on. Try to kick the point after. Let's see. Bragg's been pretty good on these point after touchdown.
He has been, yes.
So all season. 3:39 to go in the half. There's snap spot. Little kind of a pooch kick. It's good. So tack on another. 14-10 now. North Thurston still has the lead. We'll take another timeout for the kickoff. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for an affordable TV service option?
Hood Canal Communications has good news.
Introducing HCC IPTV.
Get local Seattle TV at an affordable price without lengthy contracts or hidden fees.
IPTV uses your broadband connection from HCC.
For a limited time, get your first 3 months for free.
Need broadband? HCC has got you covered. Ask about broadband options in your area. Call 898-2481 today.
Learn more at hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Hood Canal Communications Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, the Shelton Mason County Journal, and the Shelton Mason County Chamber of Commerce present a General Election Candidates Forum live from Olympic Middle School in Shelton on Tuesday, October 18th. Here are the candidates running for Mason County Commissioner Districts 1 and 2, and the candidates running for 35th District State Representatives Position 1 and 2 tackle the issues beginning at 6 o'clock. Moderated by Deeper Peterson, it's a General Election Candidates Forum, 6 p.m. Tuesday, October 18th, live on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Highclimbers pull within 4 points with 3:39 to go here in the second quarter. Cody Bragg is teeing it up at the 40 to kick it back to the Rams. Rams did capitalize on an interception and ended up punching it in to take the to get their second touchdown of the ball game, and now the Highclimbers are trying to step it up here late in the half.
And they mixed it up a little bit. That's just good. Allowed the running game to get going.
So they got Shearer and Adams. There's the high kick that's short. Taking it to 35, slipping a tackle, and getting into the near the 50, still on his feet. And fighting his way into Highclimber territory near the 42-yard line. That is going to be Donovan Fenwick on the return.
And they have excellent field position. The Rams are not a very good kickoff, unless it was intentional. And I don't, it could be that the football was wet. Who knows?
Now it was a high kick, and they're going to start the Rams out at the Highclimber 42-yard line. They're 3.5 minutes, 3:32 exactly to go here in the half. Out of the gun goes Christian with 2 receivers on each side. In the back beside him is Kirk. Man in motion, number 46. Handoff goes to Kirk, though. Trying to work around the right side. And a fumble on the play. The Highclimbers think they have it. And they do. Highclimbers get the ball back. Shelton gets the ball on their own 39-yard line. After the fumble. I didn't see who recovered that, Jerry.
I did not either.
So Shelton gets another opportunity with 3:25 to go in the half. on their own 39-yard line.
First turnover for North Thurston.
Yeah. Second in the ball game. Geraldus will go under center and an offset eye to the left side. I'm sorry, the right side. Two receivers, a pitch to Ruiz. Ruiz cuts it back. Can't quite avoid the tackle. And credit good penetration by number 53 by Ryan Field.
Loss of 1 on the play. Yeah, let's make it 2. Loss of 2 on the play.
Just shy of the 38 is where they're going to spot it. So brings up second down, and we'll call it 11. Charlotte will go out of the gun. Send
passing situation.
Yeah, Kimball and Ross to the far side. Rhodes and McCullough. Rhodes can't quite gather that in. Bobbled it just a little bit, and he was pulled down by Canoe Shell, and that's third down. Evan Rhodes had it, just bobbled off his hands, and he tried to go gather it in, and that's when he was tackled. Incomplete. So draw this back out of the gun. Two receivers on each side. McCullough and Rhodes in the near side. Back to pass goes. Draw this, he pump fakes, he's going to pull it down and run. Gets up to the 40 before he's pulled down.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Gain of 2 on the play.
Yep, he ends up 4th and 10 from the 40.
And punting situation.
Cody Bragg's out there to kick it away. 2:20 and counting on the clock in the first half.
And who's back deep? Let's see.
I'm going to say it's going to be Shearer. Can't see his number from here. And we have, I believe, a timeout. Got whistles all over the place. And it's going to be a North Thurston timeout.
So that's their second timeout.
Yeah, we'll step aside. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hillcrest Shell is now open. Conveniently located on Highway 3 at the corner of Olympic Highway South and Cascade Avenue in Shelton. Hillcrest Shell offers quality gasoline at affordable prices, and you can use your Fred Meyer or QFC rewards points to save even more at the pump. Free coffee to help with your morning commute, a variety of snacks and other goodies to help you get through the day, and friendly service as Eric is back in town. Hillcrest Shell on Highway 3 at the corner of Olympic Highway South and Cascade Avenue in Shelton.
So fourth down coming for the Highclimbers. They're going to punt it back to the Rams here in homecoming on a Monday night. Monday Night Football, Jerry.
Yeah.
I can't get used to saying that.
Very hard.
So the Highclimbers are out there to punt it away. The Rams are going to join them shortly as they break their huddle on the far sideline. It is going to be Ross Shearer back deep to receive the punt from Cody Bragg. Shearer is going to stand around his 25. Bragg will be kicking from about his 27. Snap is on target. Here comes a rush. It's a long, high punt. It's going to hit at the 35, or the 25, excuse me, and it's going to die right there. That's where the Highclimbers are going to down it. So the Highclimbers couldn't take advantage of the fumble, and North Thurston has a 1st and 10 on their own 24.
Nice punt, good coverage, 35-yard punt.
Under 2 minutes to go in the half. Let's see what the Rams can dial up here. They do have a 4-point lead.
And they haven't thrown a pass yet. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens, yeah. Christian will go out of the shotgun, send 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side, 2 backs behind him, and a little pitch going to Shearer. Shearer trying to get around the edge, gets up to the 30, where he's tackled by Skylar Ross. 6 yards on the carry.
Looked like he slipped a little bit there, too.
Oh, they're going to mark him short of the 30 to 29, give him 5. It's a 2nd and 5. And we have a timeout. Oh, we have a flag. Okay, a flag at the end of the play. It's right there near where they spotted the ball. And it looks like a illegal use of the hands or hands to the face on the Rams, so that's going to march it backwards. For the end of the run.
North Thurston is a holding, and it will be enforced from the spot of the foul.
A foul occurred. It looks like it's going to be at the 25, so that should march it back to the 15. Nope, going to be inside the
10-yard penalty will move it back to the 18-yard line.
to the 18. It still remains first down.
And is that a 10-yard penalty?
Yes.
First and 16 yards to go.
They call it first and 16. Back to pass goes Christian. Christian avoids the rush, steps up. He's going to be under trouble, and he's sacked on the tackle. There is Nick Wuchner with the sack.
Tackle for a loss there by Abel Lacey and Nick Woosner for the Highclimbers.
And now do we have a timeout?
About an 8-yard loss on that tackle, quarterback tackle. Chris Lacey was one of the individuals in on the tackle.
So we do have a timeout. 1:39 to go in the half. 14-10.
Either one.
Got a little bit of kick to it.
Houston, do you copy?
It's got to be second down in a bunch, Jerry, for
Yeah.
the Rams.
I was going to try to do the math here. Second down and probably about 25.
Yeah, 26 is what they say on the scoreboard,
Yeah.
so somewhere in there. It's,
Okay.
The ball's back at the Ram 8-yard line with a second down. Man in motion again. Across the formation. Handoff. It looks like it's going to be Kirk. Kirk breaks a tackle. It's up to the 30-35 now before he's pulled out of bounds, or nearly out of bounds.
Let's see where they mark it. Pretty close to a first down.
Wow.
Very close, and it looks like...
Now the chains are moving.
Yep.
And that's going to put it up to the 35.
And that was number 21?
Yep.
His longest carry of the game. And good for another first down, which is the 6th one.
There's a snap. Handoff goes to Kirk again. Kirk fighting his way across the 40. The 42. Give him a 7 on that. This brings up 2nd and 3. Approaching a minute 5 to go here in the half. I'll make it a 41.
Well, number 21 and number 5, Kurgan, sure, are the leading ball carriers so far for North Thurston.
Kirk will go out of the backfield, and then we have a flag right in the middle of the field.
I'm going to say...
False start.
Yeah, or illegal motion.
Yep, a false start on the Rams, marching back 5 yards. Makes it 2nd and 9.
That's 35 yards and penalties, and those have cost North Thurston a little bit tonight. 6 penalties for 35 yards. Shelton's only had 2 penalties for 10 yards.
So 2nd and 9. Yeah, looks like 2nd and 8 from the 37 for the Rams. And it's Kirk on the carry, I believe, fighting his way across the 40. He's that 5 yards back. Yep, Kirk on the carry. Back to the 41. So it brings up 3rd and long 4.
And he's been starting to do most of the carries, especially this possession.
Well, they've been kind of trying to mix it up.
Yeah, and they've done a good job of that. Number 21 and number 5 obviously are the leading ball carriers.
Now, and they're going to just let the clock wind down. So that'll be the half. 14-10 is our halftime score. We'll head to the locker rooms. We'll regroup and we'll come back with our halftime activities. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
Anything can happen on Thursday. America was born on a Thursday. So was Odell Beckham Jr. and that Pac-Man guy. Oh, and this happened. Anything can happen on Thursday. Thursday Night Football, Thursday at 5 on NFL Network.
It's halftime. We're going to enjoy the dance team.
Bring the action. Bring the action. Bring the action.
The Shelton dance team here at halftime.
Give them a round of applause. That was excellent.
Turn that back down. So let's take another timeout. We'll be back with more festivities here at halftime. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Are you looking for an affordable TV service option?
Hood Canal Communications has good news.
Introducing HCC IPTV.
Get local Seattle TV at an affordable price without lengthy contracts or hidden fees.
IPTV uses your broadband connection from HCC.
For a limited time, get your first 3 months for free.
Need broadband? HCC has got you covered. Ask about broadband options in your area. Call 898-2481 today.
Learn more at hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Yeah, we are back at Highclimber Stadium. Halftime score, North Thurston 14, Shelton 10. Now it's up to the to an award presentation for the band, I believe. Okay, so the band is about to perform, and we will just enjoy the marching band is performing from the bleachers, I guess, because of the field conditions.
Right.
A little choppy out there. Let's listen to the Highclimber band as soon as they start playing. Can't really hear him, Gerry. Are they playing you?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Yeah, it's hard to hear him from our standpoint. Are you done with your statistics there,
I
Gerry?
am.
You want to give us some halftime statistics in this 14-10 ball game?
Sure. Shelton had 6 first downs this first half. North Thurston had 7 first downs. Shelton threw 10 times, completed for 4. The leading receiver was Marshall McCullough with 22 yards. He caught 2 passes. And Kyle Kimball caught 2 passes for a total of 10 yards. That first one only 1 yard, the second one 9. The leading ball carrier for the Highclimbers, well, let's do it this way. Tyler Geraldus had 6 yards on 3 carries. Ruiz, Wiley, number 23, had 25 yards on 8 carries. Number 25, Stewart, had 4 carries for 23 yards. Trent Osmond had 2 carries for 8 yards. And Kyle Kimball had 1 carry for 6 yards.
Right.
So a total of 18 rushes for a total of 68 yards. Add the 68 to the 32, and the Highclimbers had a total of 100 yards on 6 first downs. Scoring summary: Cody Bragg, 42-yard field goal, and a 2-yard touchdown run by Tyler Geraldus, some of the quarterback keeper, and the point after attempt was good. So that adds up to 10 points for Shelton. Like I mentioned, North Thurston has not completed a pass, but they did have 7 first downs, and they had a total of 130 yards rushing. And their leading ball carrier, they had 2 of them. Their leading ball carrier was number 21, and he had 54 yards. And number 5, he had 50 yards. They had a total of 130 yards rushing, and they did not have any passing yards, so they had 130 compared to Shelton's 100, and they had 1 more first down than Shelton. Turnovers, there was 1 apiece.
Right.
A fumble by number 21, and of course there was an interception by North Thurston. Scoring summary: number 5, had a 6-yard touchdown run. Point after attempt was good. And we had a 3-yard touchdown run by number 21. And the point after attempt was good. And the score at halftime is 14-10. So
that's where we sit statistically. Well, we have a long time. I thought we were going to have a little parade of royalty here.
And I thought so too.
I'm not seeing it just yet.
Yeah, and I don't know. I thought I saw something on the scoreboard about the Queen and the Princess, but I think.
Well, we'll just let's see what happens here. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with more from Highclimber Stadium. It's halftime. North Thurston 14, Shelton 10. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
I lost my mother to a drunk driver. She taught me to be kind and good and strong. Be a positive force in a sometimes cruel world. I want to do everything I can to keep Washington a beautiful place. For my children, for your children. Become a Washington State Trooper.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
Hood Canal Communications Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, the Shelton Mason County Journal, and the Shelton Mason County Chamber of Commerce present a General Election Candidates Forum live from Olympic Middle School in Shelton on Tuesday, October 18th. Here are the candidates running for Mason County Commissioner Districts 1 and 2, and the candidates running for 35th District State Representatives Position 1 and 2 tackle the issues beginning at 6 o'clock. Moderated by Dedrick Peterson, it's a General Election Candidates Forum, 6 p.m. Tuesday, October 18th, live on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
In my grocery store, you never know what's around the corner. It's not just about the groceries, it's about the game. And there's always a twist. Sorry, this one's called 5 items or less. Stop working! Woo!
All new, Sunday night at 8, Guys Grocery Games on Food Network.
We're back at Highclimbers Stadium, halftime, 14-10 the score. North Thurston on top of the Shelton Highclimbers. When you look at things and you look at the playoff picture, there are 4 spots coming out of the South Sound Conference going into the district round of the playoffs. You've got Peninsula, Gig Harbor, and Timberline, top 3.
Yes.
So now everybody's fighting for
that fourth position
spot. The Highclimbers, everybody's pretty much in it because you got Capital, I think, is right now in that 4 spot. North Thurston's at the bottom. Shelton and Central Kitsap are right in the middle, in between. Central Kitsap, the Highclimbers head up to Silverdale Friday. That'll be interesting. I have no idea what we're getting into, like we did in Gig Harbor. We have no idea. And then I think it'll come down to the game against Capital on the last the following
Friday,
week,
yeah,
week from Friday, to have this, and still no royalty. Oh, the cheerleaders are going to perform. So let's enjoy the Shelton cheer squad. That's the Shelton High School cheering squad. Did a nice job.
Yeah.
I like that. Now we're going to get our royalty. So let's turn it over to our public address announcer, Lorna. What's Lorna's last name, Gerry?
Lorna Martinson.
Thank you.
2016 homecoming queen Sydney Lowry and King Dylan Graves were here in attendance last week, and we didn't. They couldn't make it tonight, so we're very sorry for that and want to thank them for being there last week for us. The court is escorted in a truck sponsored by Gillis Auto, and you'll see the athletes of the week on the side of that truck. Scott Alsterberg is the sales manager and is driving that truck. So we want to thank Gillis Auto for all of their support for our homecoming festivities. There is our homecoming court and a really great group of student athletes and students. Our first couple is Princess Cassandra Cook, accompanied by Prince Corey Collins. Princess Cassandra enjoys volunteering and serving her community. She loves cats and dreams of traveling to Switzerland to visit her family that lives there. When Cassandra grows up, she wants to be a forensic photographer. Prince Corey enjoys volunteering at the yacht club, working on cars, and wants to travel to Norway to visit his family that lives there. When Corey grows up, he wants to become a mechanic. Our second couple is Princess Caitlin Poller, accompanied by Prince Gable Lacey. Princess Caitlin is on the varsity volleyball team, dance team, track and field, and honor society. If she could travel anywhere in the world, it would be to the Great Barrier Reef in Australia so she can see all of the marine life. When she grows up, she would like to be a special education teacher, and one thing she would like you to know about her is that she has 20 chickens. Prince Gable is on the varsity wrestling and football team and is also part of Honor Society, Climber Crew, and Renaissance. He would love to travel to Greece to see the ancient culture and wants to be an athletic trainer or engineer when he grows up. His role models include his Grandpa Lacey, Grandpa Hillman, and his dad. Our final couple is Shelton High School's 2016-17 homecoming queen, Taylor Coleman, accompanied by homecoming king, Tyler Giraldes. Homecoming Queen Taylor is involved in ASB, Renaissance, Fast Pitch, Leadership, and an Honor Society board member. When she grows up, she plans to accomplish her dream of becoming a nurse in the ER. Her favorite holiday is Christmas, and her role model is her grandma Joanne because she is the most kind-hearted and outgoing person she knows. One thing Taylor would like you to know is that she loves being a high climber. Homecoming King Tyler is on the varsity football and basketball team and is also part of the Shelton High School Outdoors Club. His favorite place to eat in Shelton is Mieko's, and he wants to be a mechanical engineer when he grows up. This is your 2016-2017 homecoming court, all worthy. You guys are wonderful. Thank you for being such great high climbers.
So there you have it, your homecoming court for this year. Waving to the crowd here at High Climbers Stadium. And Jerry, we'll take another timeout. We'll be back hopefully with the third quarter.
Yes.
This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hillcrest Shell is now open, conveniently located on Highway 3 at the corner of Olympic Highway South and Cascade Avenue in Shelton. Hillcrest Shell offers quality gasoline at affordable prices, and you can use your Fred Meyer or QFC rewards points to save even more at the pump. Free coffee to help with your morning commute, a variety of snacks and other goodies to help you get through the day, and friendly service as Eric is back in town. Hillcrest Shell on Highway 3 at the corner of Olympic Highway South and Cascade Avenue in Shelton.
Thanks to cell phones, you can call 911 from almost anywhere.
911, what's the address to your emergency? I just wrecked. Can you find where I'm at? I can't find where you're at.
But many people don't realize that cell phones and even smartphones don't always send location or GPS information when you call 911.
What road are you on? Were you on the highway? You can't find where I'm at. No, I need you to tell me what road you were on.
Since 911 dispatchers can't always tell the location of your emergency, they need your help.
It's the last turnoff right before Okanagan, and it's like 3 miles to Okanagan, I think. Did you go by the cemetery? We just passed the cemetery. Just past the cemetery. Okay. Are you sending anybody to look for us? I'm telling them right now. The other dispatcher is getting on the radio.
Every second counts in an emergency. If you identify your location when calling 911, help can be sent quicker. Help 911 help you know your location. An important message from your local 911 office and Washington State Emergency Management.
Iowa 1. Got a little bit of kick to it.
Houston, do you copy?
And we're still waiting for the start of the third quarter, about 2.5 minutes from that time. The Highclimbers are out there on their warm-up. I've got to see the Rams come out of their locker room. Usually they wait till both teams are out there and then put the 3 minutes up on the clock, and they did that pretty much when the Highclimbers got out there. As you see them running some sprints on the sidelines. So, Gerry, your thoughts on the first half? What do you think the Highclimbers need to do to get more back in this game? They're not out of it by any means, so they just need to get back in the game.
It's going to go either way. But Shelton started to mix it up a little bit the second quarter, and that opened up the running game. As I've said a couple times, they're going to have to do that. They're going to have to at least pass once every time, or maybe twice. I was surprised that Shelton has only passed 4 times, and yeah, they're just not mixing it up well as far as the passes or the rushing.
Yeah, 4 passes for a Highclimber team that just, I mean, they're clicking the last time they played. I mean, maybe that extra couple of days has thrown the passing game off. I mean, Tyler Geraldus hit 8 in a row.
Yeah.
In one of his drives. It was just click, click, click. I mean, short, quick passes in the second half. And, I mean, in the first half, the Highclimbers were going deep a lot and missing.
There was several times there where it was, close to getting to the fingertips and the hands. There was 2 times there that could have made a big difference. Shelton hasn't had very many penalties. They've had a pretty good kicking game, except for the one punt. I don't know. Just got to mix it up. And I'm really surprised at North Thurston not throwing the ball at all. And in the past, I've seen North Thurston
not run.
They just pass.
They just pass, yeah. And all the statistics and what I did on my research just showed up, all their touchdowns, all their scoring was off of passes.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what's got the Highclimbers a little off their game. They're expecting more of a what do you call it, an air attack, and they're trying a ground attack.
Not getting it.
The Rams are out. They haven't got to the field, but they're way over on the sidelines
and
on
also
the track.
North Thurston has ran with 3 different ball carriers. The quarterback also, has ran it 4 or 5 times.
Now, before we get any further, folks, I have to apologize. We're likely going to lose our power on our computer. It's draining faster than I thought it would, so if we lose our audio, we apologize in advance. And I don't know how we're going to do anything about that because it's a battery issue and it's not charging fast enough. So we're just going to warn everybody in advance that we will likely lose sound and picture eventually before this game is done. Let's hope it doesn't. But we are about ready for the third quarter as the Rams have now taken the field.
And Shelton will get getting the kickoff.
Yeah, that's right. They did defer. So we'll see what happens here.
And part of it, like you said, North Thurston's not used to being in the league.
I don't believe they have. I could be wrong, but I don't believe they have.
And that might be another reason why they haven't passed.
So the High Climbers are out there to receive this kickoff to open the third quarter. And then there is actually going to be a penalty against the Rams to open the quarter as they didn't get out on the field in time. You've got your usual halftime period. They extended for the homecoming, and then they add 3 minutes. I thought when they started that when they both teams are out there, but obviously when the one team is out there.
So North Thurston will be kicking it off from the 35 instead of the 40?
Yeah, instead of the 40. It does look that way. So that could give the High Climbers a little bit of a boost. And we know Kyle Kimball had a good return in the first half.
Yes, he did. He had a 37-yard kickoff return.
So let's see here. Crawl has it teed up now at the 35 to get this third quarter underway. And here we go. The little low squibbler, it's going to be picked up by
Kyle
Kimball
Kimball
at about the 20. He's going to go straight up the middle, and he's going to be dropped at the 30. So Shelton will start there on their own 30, 31. So let's give them about a 12-yard return, Gerry. They're going to put it to 32.
Yeah.
So Geraldus is going to go out of the shotgun. He's going to have two receivers near side, one to the far side. Max protection. It's like Osmond and Ruiz and in trouble as Geraldus will throw it away. So incomplete on that and brings up 2nd and 10.
Nice rush by North Thurston.
They weren't fooled by that little play action to Ruiz out of the gun. Back to the eye goes Geraldus. Max Falcon is out there for the High Climbers with Ruiz. Little dump off pass to Kimball. Kimball getting by the sidelines up across the 45. That was deceptive on his running. He looked like they had stopped him, but it's up near the 45, and that's a first down for the High Climbers.
7th first down and a 5th completed pass.
So 1st and 10 for Shelton.
And 3rd pass caught by Kyle Kimball.
Staying in the offset eye. Actually, it's a straightaway eye this time. Osmond, and handoff goes to Ruiz. He'll cut it back up the middle, trying to get to the right side, cut it back up the middle. Gets 5 up to the 50.
Yeah, they're mixing it up. That's what we were hoping that was the key.
So 2nd and 5 for the High Climbers. Put the clock on my picture here, guys. There we go. There we go. Clock is running, third quarter action. North Thurston with the lead, Shelton with the ball. At midfield, 2nd and 5. Offset eye to the right. Max Falcon is offset to the right, hand off to Ruiz. Ruiz straight up the middle, got a couple yards, still fighting for maybe a little extra. To the 47.5, Gerry.
Yeah, and so...
Give him 3.
Okay, sounds good, thank you.
Well, actually, it's going to be 2. It's going to be 3rd and 3.
Okay.
I spotted at the 48. I'd like to give him 3, but it doesn't work out that way. What I like is not going to happen.
Okay, important first down, or important 3rd down situation.
2 receivers near side. Offset, dump off to Kimball. Kimball with the complete catch to the 40, up the sidelines, 25-20 before he's knocked down by Devin Santos. Big first down for the High Climbers. Near the 15-yard line.
And so the pass was from the 48.
Yes. to the 18-yard line. It looks like where they're going to spot it. So 30-yard pickup.
So that's the fourth completed pass to Kyle Kimball and the longest pass of the game.
I formation again. And off to Ruiz. Ruiz trying to find some space around the right side. Gets up to about the 13-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5. Actually going to spot it at, the 13-yard line. So 2nd and 5 coming for Shelton. Under center goes to Geraldus, straightaway I. Pitch goes to Ruiz, trying to get around the edge on the left side. Flag comes flying in. No go on the run, really. Might have got a yard or two. Let's see what the penalty's all about.
That was Willie Ruiz with the carry, brought down by number 33, Michael Crook, but there is a flag on the
And there's some discussion here.
Reason Hernandez, if he could come down to the main gate, it would be greatly appreciated. So Reason Hernandez.
Highclimbers are backing up, so it's going to be on the Shelton. And it's illegal use of the hands by the Highclimbers. That'll march it back 10.
10-yard penalty?
Yeah. It's like the 25s where they'll spot it, so 2nd and 15. So out of the pistol goes Geraldus this time. 2 receivers near side. Back to pass it goes. Little play action. He's going to go deep. Got a guy there. Caught and touchdown, Marshall McCullough.
25-yard touchdown pass from Geraldus to McCullough.
So that puts the Highclimbers in the lead for the first time tonight. So Bragg's on to kick the point after. We got balls flying into our area here, Gerry. So Bragg's on to kick the point after. 9:14 to go in the third quarter. Shelton has taken the lead. And Bragg is on to kick the point after to give him the 3-point lead. Ooh, the nice rush. The kick is up. Is it good? It is. Good. So make it 17-14. Shelton on top. It's homecoming. Highclimbers have taken back the lead. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Are you looking for an affordable TV service option?
Hood Canal Communications has good news.
Introducing HCC IPTV.
Get local Seattle TV at an affordable price without lengthy contracts or hidden fees.
IPTV uses your broadband connection from HCC.
For a limited time, get your first 3 months for free.
Need broadband? HCC has got you covered. Ask about broadband options in your area. Call 898-2481 today.
Learn more at hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
You penalize me, I still get a touchdown. That's what the Highclimbers are saying right now after that 25-yard strike, which is what it's been there all game. It's been to Marshall McCullough most of the time of the attempts, and Tyler Geraldus finally hooked up for 7 points. And the Highclimbers have a 3-point lead in the third quarter. So Cody Bragg will have it to teed up at the 40. To kick it back to the Rams, see what they could do to respond to this. It's not exactly what I expected, Gerry. Is it more of a, now we're getting into, well, I'm not going to say back and forth, but the Highclimbers have taken the lead first time tonight after being down.
Well, I think you're going to see Shelton being able to run and pass now. And it'll be interesting to see now that North Thurston is behind, will they start passing? And I would assume, we'll see.
We'll see. So Bragg has it teed up at the 40. Now some balloons being released here by the cheerleaders. So you got Adams and Shearer back deep. High, short kick. It's going to be fair caught at the 40-yard line. Smart move by that young man. I didn't see who it was.
So 20-yard putt.
So the Rams will take over on their own 40. The 1st and 10 there. Let's see if they're going to dial up some passes, dial up some runs, mix it up, or what's going to happen here. Out of the gun they go with 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. Handoff goes to Kirk. Kirk working his way around the right side. Got a couple yards up to the 43, it looks like.
Just over the right side. Gain of
Yeah.
3 of the second.
Gain of about 4.
Nah, I'm saying 3, but one referee's got it more like 2. But nope, they're going to put it at the 43, so it's a 2nd and 7.
Okay.
Third quarter action, 17-14. Shelton on top, North Thurston with the ball. There's a snap and a little pitch. This is going to be Sure. Sure is sure-footed, but he's caught at the 40 by Skylar Ross. Nice kind of a teamwork option there, as on the pursuit there was also Kimball and Evan Rhodes. Loss on the playback, and they're going to give him forward progress. That's a lot of forward progress up to the 41.
Boy, it sure was.
Ends up to be a loss of 4. Brings up 3rd and long 8. So that's what the Highclimbers need to do, is dial up some defense like that. Three receivers far side, 1 to the near side, 1 back with Christian. It's Kirk. He's going to come out and make it 4, and somebody moved on the offensive line by North Thurston. So they're marching backwards now. That should put it back at the 36.
Well, I think right now you're going to see your first pass attempt.
Well, not the first pass attempt. They've attempted 2, right? They're incomplete. No? Not at all?
They haven't thrown.
They haven't thrown at all. Okay, my memory must be bad.
That's okay. That's okay.
Out of the gun will go Christian. 3 receivers far side, 1 near side. Kirk will go in motion and step into the formation, putting 4. Now on the rollout goes Christian. It's going to be chased. It's going to throw, and it's incomplete. Falls short. That brings up 4th and about 14. Good pursuit. They're trying to move Christian around. Doesn't work very well with a good pursuit by the Highclimbers. So it's 4th down, and the Rams will be kicking it away.
So it was 3 and out.
And Crawl will be doing the punting, and Kyle Kimball's back, standing at his 26 to receive this punt. And they're waiting for a guy to get in the formation, the long snapper for North Thurston. Jeffrey Walden snaps a little off, a little pressure high, spiraling kick that Kimball will fair catch at the 31. So 7.5 minutes to go in the third, and Shelton gets the ball back.
33-yard punt, no return.
So this is if you're wondering why there's high school football on a Monday night, it's because this game was postponed by the weather storm that didn't show up, I say. I mean, it blew a little bit, but not to the ferocity everybody expected.
Yeah, I was worried by going back over the pass on Saturday night.
Yeah, that's right. You were in Eastern Washington.
Yeah, but we made it.
That's good. Obviously, you're sitting here. Geraldus is under center with an I formation. 2 receivers far side. He'll dump it off. Complete it goes. Oh, slipping. I think that was Kyle Kimball trying to make a move, and that turf kind of got the better of him. Give a tackle on the guy in green. The green monster. That's baseball. Sorry. No gain on that. 2nd down and 10 coming from the 31.
Yeah, Boston's no longer in the playoffs.
Well, I'm not focused on baseball at all. High formation for Giraldus. He'll pitch it to Ruiz. Ruiz cuts it back up the middle. No go there. No gain on that. So third down coming. They're trying to mix it up. If Kyle Kimball didn't lose his footing or the turf get his cleats or whatever on that first down pass, would have been in better shape. But now we have a 3rd and 10.
Right, and obviously a passing situation.
Skylar Ross is in the lineup for Shelton. Looks like he'll go into the slot on the far side. You've got McCullough and Evan Rhodes on the near side. Rhodes is in the slot on the near side, and Kyle Kimball's the far receiver on the far side. Out of the gun goes Giraldus. Steps up, shuffle passes. It's complete. This is the Max Falcon, I believe, on the reception up to the 40.
To Louise.
Was it Ruiz?
Yep.
It was.
43.
It was Willie Ruiz. Just about a yard short of the first down at the 40+, depending on where they're going to spot the ball. Now, one referee standing right on the 40, so a 9-yard pickup, Jerry.
Yep.
On a little shuffle pass. Something that's becoming very popular, especially in the college game, I noticed when I was watching some college football over the weekend.
Yeah.
You pass it forward, you shuffle it forward. It's not, if it goes awry, nobody catches it, it's an incomplete pass.
Yeah. Well, we've been watching Russell Wilson a lot.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Cody Bragg's going to kick it away for the Highclimbers.
Ooh.
High kick that almost got blocked, spiraling. Here, fair catch called for at the 25 by Shearer. And it's a 3 and out for the Highclimbers. North Thurston takes over.
Another nice punt, though.
Yeah,
35-yard punt, no return.
Under 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 17-14 is our score. Shelton on top. And they have traded punts here, both going 3 and out.
Yep.
In their possessions after the opening drive, we got the Highclimbers the lead. So the Rams, Christian in the shotgun. Has a receiver on the near side, 2 on the far side. Hand off to Shearer, who slipped. They're going to say his knee was down before he got back up.
Yeah, there's been a lot of that tonight.
Yeah.
Well, that field is pretty
this
muddy.
This is the good end of the field. If you look at it,
yeah,
Jerry, it's all muddy on the north end, and the south end here is a lot better shape. And lots of one on that one. So that's a tackle for the turf on against both teams. Yeah. The turf monster. There's a term for that, and I can't remember what it is. When the turf gets up and bites you. So Christian will go out of the gun as he has all night. 2 receivers on each side. Little play action. And under pressure, he's on the rollout, trying to bootleg it. He's going to tuck it down, run out of bounds by Jake Myers.
Yeah, the gain probably of about, let's see where they spotted, 4 or 5 yards on that quarterback keeper.
Actually, he didn't. He ran a long ways to get back to the 25.
Oh,
Jerry.
You're right. I thought he got a couple more
yards. It looked like he did. It must have been the angle he went out of bounds.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. It looked like he ran a long ways.
I thought he got past the
initial
line of scrimmage.
Well, that's at the 25, 3rd down, a little more than 10. Christian will spread it out a little bit. He's got 2 receivers on both sides.
In the passing situation.
Back to pass, he'll dump it off. It's complete to Shearer. Shearer got in just at the line of scrimmage. Good open field tackle by Skylar Ross. And they're going to put the ball up to the 26. Give him a yard after that. Well, yeah, the 26 is where they're spotting it, Jerry.
Yeah, okay.
That's 1 yard. Now, actually, it's more like 2. You're right.
Yeah, let's give him 2. Let's give him 2.
So a punting situation for the Rams. With 4:23 to go here in the third quarter. Kimball standing at his 40, waiting for the punt from Kroll.
That was the first completed pass, by the way.
There's a spiral. This kid can kick.
It's a nice.
Yeah, it's nice. It hits about the 47 and goes out of bounds right about there, depending on where they're going to spot it. It's going to be the 45, or 35, excuse me. So another punt, and the Highclimbers get the ball back. See what they can manage.
40-yard punt. 40-yard punt, no return.
He spirals them. I've never seen a kicker consistently spiral a kick rather than spin it end over end. And Crow I'm impressed with his kicking. Told you he was a decent kicker.
Yes.
So 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers on their own 35. 4 minutes, 2 seconds to go in the third. Inside handoff.
Oh.
Willie Ruiz slid forward for the first down, but they're going to say.
Let's see where that knee went.
Yeah, they say it's
just shy.
Yeah, shy at the 44.
9 yards.
Yeah, good run. Little quick spurt. So Coach Hinkle talked about the second gear that they're looking for from the running core, and I'm seeing bits and pieces of that higher gear. So 2nd and 1 for the Highclimbers. Giraldus goes out of the gun. 2 receivers far side, 1 on the near side. Hand off to Stewart. Stewart got a lot of running room across the 50 into Ram territory at the 47. That's a good gain there.
Yeah, that was close to.
It's 13 yards, isn't it?
Yeah. And that's the 9th first down for Shelton.
So they're actually going to spot it at the 48. 1st and 10. Still in North Thurston territory. 3:18. Clock was running. Out of the gun goes Giraldus. Little delayed handoff to Ruiz. Got some running room. Getting to the secondary. There he goes. Gets to the 20. Willie Ruiz and a flag at the end of the play.
I think of the face. Well, hard to say. I want to say it's against North Thurston.
Well, they're going to put the flag back at the 25. Usually at the end of the play it is a face mask. But let's see what the guy in the white hat says. Yep. It is.
That's what I thought.
Well, it's going to go half the distance from there, so that should give the Highclimbers 1st and goal. From the 10. Can't go 15 yards.
Now that was a 17-yard carry.
That's a 5-yard penalty.
Oh, they're going to give it incidental contact, so that's 5 yards. So that'll put it up at the 15.
First penalty for North Thurston this half. Total of 40 yards and penalties. Nice carry by Ruiz.
So 1st and 10 from the 15 for Giraldus and company. 1 receiver near side, that's McCullough. 2 to the far side, it's Tony and Kimball. Out of the gun, Giraldus takes a couple steps, dumps it off. It's complete to Kimball. Kimball dives to inside the 10 after the catch, near the 5, depending on where they're going to spot it on that far side. Looks like the 6 or 7. I'm going to say the 7, Jerry. So that's an 8-yard pickup. Brings up to 2nd and 2.
That's a 6th completed pass to Kyle Kimball.
Back into the I formation for Giraldus. Stewart looks like they back at the tail of the I. He gets the handoff, goes right into the pack, and depending on how they spot it, one referee says to the 5. That should be close to the 1st down. Now it looks like it's a 4th down, just short of the 1st down.
So gain of 2 on the play?
Yeah, just not enough. So 3rd and less than a yard, like maybe the length of a football.
Yeah.
Just shy of the 5-yard line. They're going to go to the I formation again. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far. Hand off to Osmond. He'll power his way in for the touchdown.
5 yards.
How about now? There we go. Okay. Okay. We are back. Fourth quarter action, 31 to 14 is our score, so thank you, Gerry. Highclimbers on top, and they're fourth and 14 or so from the 46-yard line in the punting situation. Cody Bragg is going to boot it. The rain's starting to fall, and it goes out of bounds about the 10-yard line. Sorry about the complications there.
So a 35-yard punt, no return by North Thurston.
So first and 10 from the 11 for the Rams with 2:55 to go in the ball game. Look for a lot of passes in the rain for the Rams here, trying to get something positive here as they trail 31 to 14. Fourth quarter action, 2:55 to go. Christian's in the gun. Back to pass he goes. Going to throw over the middle. He's got to complete.
Completed pass,
yeah,
number 36.
Yeah, up across the 30. I'll get my sheet out here. 36 is Donovan Fenwick. As the Rams are going to go hurry up. So they're running out of time. And they'll wind that clock after setting the sticks. Christian pulls it down after a pump fake. He's on the run. It's going to slide near the first down marker. I think he's got enough for the first down.
Oh, I think so too. That's our 9th first down and about 11-yard carry by Christian.
It's a first and 10 from the 43-yard line for the Rams. Still in their own territory. Back to pass goes Christian. Under some pressure, steps out of the pressure. He's going to run it again. Going to go out of bounds just across midfield into Highclimber territory.
Yeah.
I think
We'll
he's
see where they each a little bit short. Looks
he
like.
might be a little short, depending on
where they mark it.
Yeah, where they mark it. He did stop the clock either way. Very close. Second down coming for the Rams. If it's not a first down, looks like it's not.
Yeah, 9-yard carry.
Yeah, spotted at the 49. Just need another yard for the first down.
Second and 1.
2:29 to go here in the ball game. As we're back on line here, folks. Sorry about the delays, the technical difficulties. Out of the gun goes Christian. He's got 2 receivers on both sides and 1 back beside him, who is Kirk. Will go out of the formation. On the rollout to the left, a throw back across his body. Got a guy there. No, incomplete. Intended target there was Darren Watson, incomplete.
And number 32 on the coverage.
So 32 is Jimmy Yee on the coverage for Shelton.
Wow.
So 3rd and 1 coming. Is that a flag?
Oh, boy.
Or is that somebody's?
It
is a flag.
Yeah, doggone.
Slowing things down.
Yeah.
What do we got here, sir? Illegal use of the hands to the Highclimbers. That'll give them a 10-yard penalty. And move the ball inside the 40.
10 yards to the Highclimber 39-yard line, where it'll be first and 10 for North Thurston.
So first and 10 for the Rams in Highclimber territory at the 39. 2:22 to go here in the ball game. 31-14 is our score. Shelton on top, North Thurston with the ball. Trying to get the score a little closer. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side, and a man in the backfield with Christian. He'll dump it off. Got a guy there. It's complete inside the 20, but he lost the ball. They're going to say he's down. The receiver was Darius Farr.
And that was
that's
another first down, 10th first down.
First down for the Rams. And they're going to spot the ball on the 18-yard line. First and 10. Out of the gun goes Christian. He's got a good core of receivers. Back pass goes, dumps it off as he's getting hit, gets it complete to Kirk. Kirk cuts it back at the 15, and he's tackled down to the 10, inside the 10. I think it's Gage Peterson on the tackle.
Let's see where they've marked it.
It's like the 9. Little one-on-one action. Nice defense on the far side by, I think that's Culbertson. Yeah, Culbertson knocked it down, that pass. Intended target to Gavin Millsap, and that's a third down coming. It's good defense, Gerry.
Yeah.
Clock is stopped with 1:43 to go in the ball game. 31-14 is our score. Highclimbers on top. North Thurston with the ball, trying to put some points on the board here late in the game. With a 3rd and 2 on the 9. Rollout by Christian. He's going to keep it. He's going to try and score. Does he get to the goal line?
Very close.
Yes, he does. A referee says touchdown. So it's now 20 for the Rams. Point after coming.
And how many yards on that touchdown run?
9.
9 yards.
Ram guy was down, but he's back up.
Run off on his own accord.
So 4th quarter action. And a point after coming from the Rams. We're able to make this more of a respectable score. 31-20. Wesley Crawl on to kick the point after. Holders Gavin Millsap. 1:36 to go in the ball game. Low snap, handled well. The kick is up. It's good.
No doubt.
So it is 31-21. And we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Are you looking for an affordable TV service option?
Hood Canal Communications has good news.
Introducing HCC IPTV.
Get local Seattle TV at an affordable price without lengthy contracts or hidden fees.
IPTV uses your broadband connection from HCC.
For a limited time, get your first 3 months for free.
Need broadband? HCC has got you covered. Ask about broadband options in your area. Call 898-2481 today.
Learn more at hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
1:36 to go in the ball game. 31-21 is our score. The Rams able to put a couple more points on the board, Gerry, and obviously we expect an onside kick here.
Yes.
Highclimbers are moving up. Rain is falling. 4th quarter action. 1:36 to go. Rams game's not out of reach, depending on how they what they do here on this kickoff.
Well, Shelton scored those 3 touchdowns in a row.
There's the onside kick. It is caught nicely by the Highclimbers.
Yep.
About the 48-yard line, falling on it. That's where the Highclimbers will take over. On their own 47, 48-yard line. With 1:33 to go in the game now. Yeah, call it the 47 and a half, I think.
And with 1:33, they're just going to run the ball. Maybe the last time or two, take a knee.
Maybe. Let's see what happens here. as Geraldus is going to go under center in that I formation. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Slot receiver is Kimball on this near side. Handoff goes to Willie Ruiz. He'll just run straight up the middle and get to midfield before he's pushed back.
Yeah.
Clock is running with a minute 24 and counting. It depends on where they're going to spot the ball. I don't think the Rams, the ball, so the clock is stopped. Yeah, there's a timeout by the...
gain of 2 on that last play.
Yeah, the Rams take their timeout. It's got to be their last timeout. So we'll step aside for 30. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hood Canal Communications Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, the Shelton Mason County Journal, and the Shelton Mason County Chamber of Commerce present a General Election Candidates Forum live from Olympic Middle School in Shelton on Tuesday, October 18th. Here are the candidates running for Mason County Commissioner Districts 1 and 2, and the candidates running for 35th District State Representatives Position 1 and 2 tackle the issues beginning at 6 o'clock. Moderated by Dedrick Peterson, it's a General Election Candidates Forum, 6 p.m. Tuesday, October 18th, live on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
During that timeout, Gerry, the Highclimbers are ready to go. they didn't realize that the timeout was called. So it's second down, and it looks like about 8 for Shelton. With the minutes, what is it, 16? I can't see. The clock is not on that screen at this moment. Highclimbers will break the huddle and come up to the line out of that I. Offset to the right. I'm sorry, to the left. 2 receivers, or actually 1 receiver to the near side, 1 to the far side. And they're waiting for the clock to get up there and reset it. Interesting. They can't get the clock up on the scoreboard. There we go, minute 16. They're going to put a minute 20 on there. That's what the referee wants. He wants a minute 20 on the clock. Just to hold it. There we go. Got a minute 20 left in this ball game. Highclimbers with a 31-21 lead and the ball. That'll go out of the eye. Marshall McCullough, the far receiver. Kyle Kimball on the near side. It's like Willie Ruiz is the guy at the end of the eye, and Osmond and a couple of Highclimbers on the line decide to go early. Well, that'll be a penalty on Shelton with a false start. As you got laundry all over the field. Just mark it off, guys. We all know what it is. Mark it back to the 45. That'll bring it up second and about 13. Sometimes it's just obvious to everybody in the stadium but the guys on the field. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Gerry, that North Thurston has to be out of timeouts. So that was the last time they could stop the clock.
Yeah, they would have.
So offset with 2 receivers. A little sneaky handoff to Osmond. Osmond gets into Ram territory up near the 45. That was sneaky. Everybody expected it to be pitched to Ruiz. Actually, it was Stewart in there at that time, and it was a quick little handoff to Osmond. And he got, well, he got about 10 yards on that, up to the 45, just shy of the 45. So out of the gun will go Geraldus now. 45 seconds and counting on the clock. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Max protection. Hard count by Geraldus is getting North Thurston to jump a little bit. There's the snap. Handoff goes to Ruiz, trying to stay in the middle of the field. It's inside the 45 to about the 43. Don't know if they'll need to play.
They'll just take a knee.
Yeah,
I don't even know if they'll get.
I don't think they'll need to run
it off. Yeah.
It's 4th and 1 now. 15 seconds. I don't see that there's even a need to run another play, but let's see. They're staying out there for the time being. Nope. Now they're going to come. 4, 3, 2, 1. Triple zeros. Highclimbers knock off the North Thurston Rams 31-21. We'll take a timeout, and Gerry will do the best to give us some statistics, and we will wrap this thing up. We'll be right back. Final score, Shelton 31, North Thurston 21. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
Hillcrest Shell is now open, conveniently located on Highway 3 at the corner of Olympic Highway South and Cascade Avenue in Shelton. Hillcrest Shell offers quality gasoline at affordable prices, and you can use your Fred Meyer or QFC rewards points to save even more at the pump. Free coffee to help with your morning commute, a variety of snacks and other goodies to help you get through the day, and friendly service as Eric is back in town. Hillcrest Shell on Highway 3 at the corner of Olympic Highway South and Cascade Avenue in Shelton.
Got a little bit of kick to it.
Houston, do you copy?
Hood Canal Communications Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, the Shelton Mason County Journal, and the Shelton Mason County Chamber of Commerce present a General Election Candidates Forum live from Olympic Middle School in Shelton on Tuesday, October 18th. Here are the candidates running for Mason County Commissioner Districts 1 and 2, and the candidates running for 35th District State Representatives Position 1 and 2 tackle the issues beginning at 6 o'clock. Moderated by Dedrick Peterson, it's a General Election Candidates Forum, 6 p.m. Tuesday, October 18th, live on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Well, it's a final. Shelton Highclimbers get back on the winning end of things, knocking off the North Thurston Rams 31-21. Statistically, Gerry Apple.
Okay, Shelton had 14 first downs, and North Thurston had 10. Total yards for the Highclimbers unofficially, 287. 287 yards total. They had 168 rushing and 119 passing. So a total of 287. 20 passes were thrown by Tyler Giraldus. He completed 10 of those. The leading rusher for the Highclimbers, of course, was number 23, Ruiz Riley. Stewart was the second leading carrier. Penalties in the second half kind of stalled some things for Shelton. Kyle Kimmel made a nice 37-yard run on a kickoff at the beginning. Let me give a kind of a summary of the scoring.
Sure.
Cody Bragg had a 42-yard field goal, a 2-yard touchdown run by Giraldus. That gave them 10 points at halftime. They were behind 14-10. And then Shelton went on and scored the next 3 touchdowns. And then, of course, basically the game being over, North Thurston scored the last touchdown to make it 31-21. In the second half, Marshall McCullough caught a 25-yard touchdown pass. Point after attempt was good, made it 17-14 in the third quarter. And then Trenton Osmond had a 5-yard touchdown run to make it 23-14. And then a 3-yard touchdown run to Evan Rhodes, and that made it 31-14. And then at the end of the ball game, we had a 9-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, and that made it 31-20 after the point after attempt. Interesting, North Thurston did pass in the second half. They completed, out of 8 passes, they completed 4 for 47 yards, which is kind of unusual for a North Thurston team. They only had a couple penalties. They had 45 yards of penalties compared to the
a lot more.
60 yards and penalties by Shelton, especially in the second half. Shelton picked up some penalties. Like I mentioned, Shelton had 287 yards combined on rushing and in the air. Second half was not good, especially for the rushing game. North Thurston only had 40 yards rushing in the second half, and they did have 47 yards passing. So that add the 87 yards that they had in the second half and the 130 they had in the first half, they had a total of 217. So, it was pretty close if you compare the yardage by the two teams. North Thurston only passed 8 times, completed 4, and their leading rusher, they had 2 of them. I would say their leading rusher of the game was number 21.
Zion Kirk.
Yeah, and he. But Shelton played fairly well in the second half, worn him down. I thought that was going to happen. Thought North Thurston was lacking in numbers.
Yeah.
That was part of it. But it'll be interesting heading up to Silverdale and watching Central Kitsap play our Shelton Highclimbers.
Yeah, that'll be a very critical game.
It's very critical.
Playoff situation starting to tighten up a little bit. Having the Highclimbers now having 2 wins in the conference does put them in a better position. They just have to win out. That's what Coach Hinkle told me. He said, we got to win the next 3. That's it. Got 3 games on the schedule. You got a crossover if you don't make the playoffs or you go to the playoffs. So they have to win all of them.
Yeah, they got to win
this
the
was
next
the first
2.
one. And it does look a little bit more favorable for Shelton, as I'm going to say, because when I looked at it, I don't think that CK had played the Peninsula and Gig Harbor as of yet. I'm not sure on that. They might have done that. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So it's going to be down to the wire as to who's going to take that number 4 spot. And maybe maybe one of those top 3 teams starts to get knocked off. Who knows? That's why they play the games. That's why they had to play this game tonight on a Monday night rather than a Friday night or a Tuesday. I was worried they were going to do it Tuesday, and that was going to really make things difficult.
They made the best call. I mean, having it tonight was very important and the other thing, the kicking game for both teams was really good.
Yes,
I was really
excellent.
impressed with the kicking of the North Thurston kicker.
Yeah.
And there was 2 turnovers for North Thurston and 1 for Shelton. That's pretty well it. Second half was basically dominated by Shelton. They came back and scored 3 touchdowns in a row in the third quarter and the first part of the fourth quarter. Dedrick,
all right, Gerry, thanks
take off. I'm going to head home and take care of my 2 greyhounds.
Okay, so the final game, Shelton 31, North Thurston 21. Highclimbers improved to 3-4 on the season, 2-3 in the South Sound Conference. The Rams dropped to 1-6 overall, 1-4 in SSC play. We will talk to you from Silverdale on Friday night as the Highclimbers are on the road at CK at Silverdale Stadium. And we'll see you then. Thanks for tuning in. Again, the final 31-21, Shelton over North Thurston.
Tonight's game has been brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, keeps in our community connected, and Hillcrest Shell, offering affordable prices and friendly service.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.